In this episode, we're going to get back into some fiberglassing. Let's do it. Hi guys, it's been a minute since I've actually done a video. I've had a few things going on. Had to fix the washing machine. That took about a week, so this whole space was taken up. We've got the 3D printer over here now. We'll come back to what this might be later when we get some more parts for it. This is the center gauge pod for the SF5 and GC8. I'm going to try to fix up this mold. Now, as you can tell, it's not smooth. This has still got some resin on it from when I did the forged look one that I've got in the Forest and Near, which I'm not a fan of because it didn't turn out very well. But what I'd like to do is get that nice and smooth again, do this again. We'll lay up some there, and then I'm actually going to fully seal that. So it's actually going to go so it can be an injection molding, so we can do plastic. So, and obviously fiberglass as well, but it's going to be about 3 mil thick. Yes, maybe 3 mil. We pretty much want to keep it the same thickness as the original. That's about 2 mil. And eventually we'll work out how to get the pattern on there as well. The texture. So it will look OEM plus for you SF and GC8 guys if you want one. So I'm going to get the sandpaper onto this. Alright, so I've got some 240, which is pretty decent. Any imperfections here will show up on the finished product, so it needs to be good. I might have to make another mold, so I'll make one of this. It might not work trying to enclose this section, so making one how I want it, and it being perfect, fitting in the car perfect. Then we'll have to make a mold of that one without these little joins and stuff. But we'll see. This is the first proper one that I've pulled probably four pieces from. I need to get my hands on some more gel coat and resin for fiberglass, not for carbon fiber, so we can produce one more part. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like this idea of a gauge pod that's like countersunk into the pocket? I do like the ones that stick out. Slowly getting there, but the idea was with the 3D printer that I could print molds and make it a lot easier, but I also want to do injection molding, and that I need CNC for. So let's see where we can go with this. Alright guys, I've sanded that down roughly with the 240. I've taken some high spots out, which is great because that would be low spots in the actual piece. Move on to the other part, and this doesn't look very good. It's got runs and stuff, so obviously it wasn't sealed properly. So we've got to get all that off and see all the carbon fibre. So I used to do this piece, then this piece, then bolt them together while this is still wet, and then join it that way. But, yeah, it looks like I went over and I didn't seal properly. Maybe that's why it doesn't sit properly either, because that would have made this gap larger, so then it sticks out of the dash up higher. Anyways, let's clean this up, make sure it bolts up really good, make sure I clean up all these mating surfaces. See here, I've got little raised bits here, little pyramids, so they lock in, and obviously all the bolt holes to clamp it all together. Let's sand this down. I know there's some low spots here, let's try to rectify that. Alright guys, all cleaned up a lot better. All this rough stuff here is actually from some plasticine that I put down. You can see it on this side too. So it actually locks in as well. So yeah, fits a lot better now. Once that's clamped down, I might actually trim these up so there's only about a 2 to 3 mil gap here, so it's going to be like the original ones on the sides. Let's grab that again. So pretty thin. The other one. So it's going to sit in there just like that. Not going to have that flat section. So yeah, it won't have that flat section in there, because I've cut that away anyway to get the wires down for the gauges. So this section will be in there, because that locks it in, and then we'll come out and we'll have that 2 to 3 mil gap along here, where it's just going to be this side that has the fiberglass on it. Alright guys, so it's a new day. I'm going to take these to work to polish them up. So I've got a little 3-inch rotary there. Polishes up nicely. Got a little pad just for the fiberglass. Also, late last night I found out that the 7mm rod came in for this. So we'll be starting on that after work, as it goes to work. So yeah, I'll have to order some gel coat and some resin for fiberglass. Put epoxy resin down here, that's for carbon fibre. Alright, take this to work, polish it up. What I'm going to do is put that on and put 4 bolts in the corners for transport, so there's no damage getting done. Alright guys, it's the next evening. Actually, I think I recorded this morning. Alright, it's that night after I've polished this at work. Let's get it apart and I'll show you. Alright, there we go. Polished up, ready for some wax to go on there. And pretty much just did this front edge. And I went around the sides. I didn't do this bottom section with the Sharpie is, because I still need to cut that. So I'll cut that out. I need to order some gel coat and some resin. I've got plenty of fiberglass. Got it up here. I've actually got a roll that'll go in the middle of that, so I can hang it up. I can just bring it down and cut it. It's gonna be a lot easier, a lot cleaner to do it that way. But yeah, we're going to come back to that when we get the resin and the gel coat. Let's move on to something else. We are going to start to make a jig for this up pipe, so we can upgrade the one that's currently on my red SF and on my black one. So you get flanges the same as that and the same as that without the studs, so we can bolt it to that and then build the braces and everything so we know where it can run alongside the head to go up to the turbo. The right orientation here. I do have this one, but it's not right. It's about 2 mil out, and that is a current one that I got on the red one, so it doesn't fit 100% properly. But I'd love to be able to make a jig, so I can just make them whenever I want. If you guys want some, I can make some for you guys and practice my welding and get even better. So it's actually pretty, well, there's not many places that do this particular flange. It's a very odd size, and with this flange they normally just do 3 bolts for the turbo side. So I do want this so we can brace it to the head and the block or the bell housing, and for the temp sensor I want to do that. So the plan was actually to get a little mini CNC machine so I could make my own flanges, because these are like 50-60 bucks, and that would go into the cost of the up pipe as well, which I don't want to put too much into it, if you know what I mean. So it keeps prices down for you guys if you want one. So if I can get some 12 mil stainless steel, I like just plates, and CNC these out to the proper size, CNCs these out to the flat and got all the holes, put studs in them, make it look like this but awesome. I really want to do that. So been looking at CNCs, like just a little benchtop one. They're pretty much the same size as the 3D printer, and I'd have that over there or over there. So I'm not going to be painting over here. This is my painting section. Obviously can't really paint here. I have it set up there with the welding there. Actually, I'm going to make a welding bench, which will be there. I'm going to make another bench here for something else that you guys don't know about just yet, but I've got plans. I've got some big plans. Hopefully we can get some things started very shortly. I'm going to wrap this episode up here. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did see something you like, the up pipe or the center gauge pod, and you're interested, let me know, and hopefully I can help you out with that very shortly. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next episode. Bye.